Circleville Middle School Band under the direction of Mark Schoenbeck, assisted by Doug Espy. The Circleville Middle School Band is proud to represent Circleville Middle School in this parade. They have been a part of the Pumpkin Show for many, many years. This year they are marching over 80 members from the 7th and 8th grade. Go Tigers!
Here we have the Circleville Middle School cheerleaders, coached by Cynthia Mitchell.
We'd like to welcome the 112th Pumpkin Show Queen in attendance. 2018 Queen was Elise Pickett. First attendant, Allison Withers. Second attendant, Sydney Reeser. Little Miss, Tegan Houghton. First attendant, Gabriella Diaz. And second attendant, Kemper Cook. This year, the Queen's Float is in memory of its builder, Carl Manson. For over 60 years, Carl has designed and constructed many floats for the Circleville Pumpkin Show. He will be missed.
Oh my God. Oh, you better. You made us read all the cars.
We'd like to welcome Mayor Don McElroy, his wife Renee, and Riser Clark. Drivers Steve and Sharon Hawkins.
I'd like to welcome our judges for the 2019 Little Miss Pumpkin Show, Dustin Kaufman, Lexi Kaufman, Jennifer Childers. Our first Little Miss Pumpkin Show is Noelle Spees. Then we have Angelina Jean Getz. We have Lillian Sykes from Pickaway Elementary. Next is Kerrigan Chandler from Asheville Elementary. We have Elena Carroll from Amanda Clear Creek, sponsored by Logware. We have Ariana Cook Knight from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Roundtown Power Wash. Welcome Ava Rhodes from Amanda Clear Creek, sponsored by Rhodes Construction Incorporated. Next is Isabella Bell from Amanda Clear Creek, sponsored by Bell Couture Photography. Welcome Callie Good from Walnut Elementary, sponsored by Maggie and me. And here's Bryn Elliott from Westfall Elementary, sponsored by Classic Cutters, Stephanie Reich. Welcome Tori Kinney from Westfall Elementary, sponsored by Shawnee Event Center.
Here we have Pickaway Diversified, provides day programming services for adults with disabilities. Activities include volunteering, community outings, arts and crafts, social engagement, and teaching vocational and living skills.
Up next we have the Sheridan High School Marching Generals, under the direction of Dave Pazakis, assisted by Greg Oddie, and color guard advisor Christy Bowman. The Sheridan High School Marching Generals is a show-style band that's influenced by the Ohio University Rock Band.
Welcome Little Miss Hannah Walburn from Walnut Elementary, sponsored by Gantz Pizza. Next is Laura Brumfield from Amanda Clear Creek, sponsored by Yips Graphics and Printing. Welcome McKenna Kaiser from Pickaway Elementary, sponsored by Valise Salon. We have Lillian Skidmore from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Shine Family Farm. Next is Madeline Davey from Pickaway Elementary, sponsored by Davey Motor Company. Welcome Lucy Radcliffe from New Hope Christian Academy, sponsored by HER Realty, Tim and Leanne Daniels. Welcome Emma Detty from Pickaway Elementary, sponsored by Island Glow. Welcome Bella Williams from Westfall Elementary, sponsored by Westfall Elementary School. Madison Stewart from Pickaway Elementary. Next we have Adrienne Nelson from Laurelville Elementary, sponsored by KDS Excavating.
These Girl Scouts belong to the Logan Valley Service Unit and attend Circleville City Schools. We have Davies, Brownies, Juniors, and Cadets. Some of our girls have earned their silver and bronze awards. Go girls!
And next up is our old famous Pumpkin Man.
We have the McDowell Middle School Marching Band, under the direction of Becky Wagner, assisted by Sue Ann Puffenbarger and Tanya Blueball. The McDowell Middle School Band and Color Guard is comprised of 7th and 8th grade students from McDowell Middle School. The band performs every year at the Circleville Pumpkin Show and is proud to represent the students of McDowell Middle School and Logan Elm Local School. Thanks to McDowell teachers and administration for all your support.
Paldo Construction. Ariana Sisley from Asheville Elementary, sponsored by Indigo Roads. Next we have Kaya Pennington from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Tate's Bakes. Welcome Lacey Van Gundy from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Emerge Real Estate, Stacy Plybon. Next we have Chyler Welch from Scioto Elementary, sponsored by Ohio Health. Next we have Quinn Hood from She's Homeschooled, sponsored by Wellman Funeral Home. Welcome Madison Hall from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Donley Concrete Cutting and Drilling. Welcome Addison Kello from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Red Barn. Next we have Lily Fields from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Tipton's Graphic Design. Welcome River Williamson from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Red Lobster. Next we have Zaylee Weaver from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Roundtown Refuse.
Up next we have the It Band, directed by Casey Wagner, assisted by Debbie C. Each year they rise out of the pumpkin patch to strut their stuff down the streets of Circleville. No one knows who they are or where they came from. All we really know is it's in the cars.
Washington Elementary, sponsored by Washington Elementary School. Welcome Isabel Gerald from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Carrie at the Collar Bar. Welcome Melanie Brown from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Omega Buns. Gemma Hill from Amanda Clear Creek, sponsored by Spabs Cafe. Next we have Adele Benarstelen. She is homeschooled. She's sponsored by United Mechanical Installation. Welcome Malaya Stout from New Hope Christian Academy, sponsored by Maurice's of Circleville. Welcome Ruthie Francis from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Picklesheimer Transfer. Next we have Riley Dobbenmeyer from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Hugh White Honda. Welcome Sophie Spradlin from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Mile Tree Screen Printing. Welcome Lumadi Hushy from Amanda Clear Creek, sponsored by Gibby's Eatery. Welcome Reagan King from Westfall Elementary, sponsored by The Shop.
Up next we have the Alexander High School Marching Spartans, directed by Lindsay Van Winkle and assisted by Kevin Dale and Morgan C. The Alexander Marching Spartans are from Albany, Ohio. This year, the band is 47 members strong and perform at many events across Ohio.
Let's welcome our Brown Memorial Home team in Queens 2019 along with other residents. We are located at 158 East Mound Street and they would like you all to stop by and just say hi.
Welcome Caitlin Wallace from New Hope Christian Academy, sponsored by New Hope Christian Academy. Next we have Leah Daniels from Asheville Elementary, sponsored by Precision Jewelers. Next we have Mila Berg from Ohio Virtual Academy, sponsored by Superior Hair Salon. Next we have Sophie Bickley from Washington Elementary, sponsored by the Collar Bar Hair Salon. Welcome Harper Wright from Zane Trace Elementary, sponsored by Class Act School of Cosmetology. Welcome Elise Hess from Pickaway Elementary, sponsored by Emerge Real Estate, Ashley Hess.
Now we know where it is.
Welcome Maggie Liddy from Washington Elementary, sponsored by Circleville Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab. Welcome Maggie Hassler from Walnut Elementary, sponsored by Citizens Land Title. Welcome Abigail Jacobson from Walnut Elementary, sponsored by MedFlight. Welcome 34. Angelina Getz from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Cash Cars.
And next we have the Eastern Local Schools Marching Eagles, directed by Taylor Hardy and assisted directed Leanne Allman.
Welcome Avery Musselman from South Bloomfield Elementary, sponsored by Buckeye Holland Hoppers. Welcome Olivia Wagner from Washington Elementary, sponsored by Wadlick Ag LLC. Welcome Addison Hadberg from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Pickaway Manor. Welcome Allie Speakman from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by American Vinyl. Welcome Alyssa Moody from Walnut Elementary, sponsored by Stax Graphics. Next we have Peyton Higgins from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by CrossFit Hammerhead. Welcome Isabella Ford from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by the Guter Center Family Dentistry. Welcome Kinley Emmerich from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Water Street Barbershop. Welcome Ella Valentine from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by RV's Tire and Wheel Company. Welcome Aaliyah Favre from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by State Farm Insurance, Kim Nungaster. Next is Madison Barbie from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Ohio Market.
Now we have the Willersburg Pirate Marching Band from Willersburg High School, directed by Mallory Scaife, assisted by Ty Bender, color guard instructor Kelly Painter, and announcer Shane Bowling. The 2019 Willersburg Marching Band is a growing program. It is under the direction of an entirely new band staff.
Here we have the Marine Corps League Circleville Detachment number 830. We are a veterans group consisting of Marines and Fleet Marines Corps, Navy corpsmen, and chaplains. We support all veterans and our community.
Welcome Sienna Skaggs from Zane Trace Elementary, sponsored by Chillicothe Fire and Security. Next we have Miracle Salem from Amanda Clear Creek, sponsored by Duke and Duchess. Welcome Hyler Allison from Walnut Elementary, sponsored by TNG Trucking. Welcome Tiandra Madison from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Mike's Concrete. Welcome Sophia Neff from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Emerge Real Estate, Raina Morgan. Welcome Leighton Weimer from Asheville Elementary, sponsored by Heinz Farms. Welcome Ellie Metcalf from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Right Choice Electrical. Next we have Emily Weaver from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Wagner's Flowers. Welcome Chloe Bennett from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Bennett Home Services. Next we have Sophie Kruger from Walnut Elementary, sponsored by Jim Mills Photography.
Up next, we have the New Lexington Marching Panthers, directed by Kayla Featheroff and Amber Durant. And Michelle Harvey on the flag.
Here we have Charmian Performing Arts Center in Circleville, Ohio, offering certified dance education in all forms of dance, as well as baton and gymnastics. All classes are age appropriate for children 2 to 18. Charmian's competition teams have won 16 national championships and hundreds of other regional and national awards. Come join the excitement and love of dance.
To the left, right there.
614 Riders. They are a non-profit organization that works to help the kids in their community.
Welcome Maya Lopez from Westville Elementary, sponsored by PM Services. Welcome Easton Hartley from Washington Elementary, sponsored by Pickaway Place. Next we have Bristol Angels from South Bloomfield Elementary, sponsored by Shagbark Homes. Next we have Shaylin Malolepsky from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Universal Builders of America. Next we have Aria James from South Bloomfield Elementary, sponsored by Cakes by Marcia. Next we have Kylan Pinkerton from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Elsie. Next is Kimbrel Bigham from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Salon Ablaze. Welcome Maya Miracle from Washington Elementary, sponsored by Morton Pumpkin Patch. Welcome Cecilia Hess from Pickaway Elementary, sponsored by eMerge Real Estate Crossroads.
Up next, we have the Grove City Christian Eagles Marching Band, directed by Philip Klassen, color guard Michaela Har, and percussion Andrew Sane.
Next up, we have Circleville Post-Acute, located at 115 Hotwater Avenue. They offer inpatient and outpatient physical therapy along with recreational, occupational, and speech therapy. They offer also long-term care or secure memory care unit. New ownership will be bringing new life to the building, so watch the transformation begin.
Our next Little Miss contestant is Harper Clifton from Walnut Elementary, sponsored by the Savings Bank. Next, we have Addison Budrinsky from HIS Academy, sponsored by Pegasus Industries.
One more. That's it.
Next, we have Lucy Hendricks from Asheville Elementary, sponsored by Lindsay Macy Photography. Welcome Kaylee Smith from Laurelville Elementary, sponsored by JV Photography. Next, we have Felisa Savage from Washington Elementary, sponsored by Ink My Logo.
And up next, we have the Amanda Clear Creek Middle School Marching Band, directed by Corey Meyer and Assistant Director Alicia Hedrick.
Our next little miss is Charlie Tucker from Pickaway Elementary, sponsored by VTE Bob Tucker Enterprises. Next, we have Ellie Schumweiler, sponsored by Logan Elm Pickaway Elementary. Next, we have Neve Briscoe from Amanda Clear Creek, sponsored by Amanda Clear Creek PTO. Next, we have Kaylee Kendi from Westfall Elementary, sponsored by Healthcare Logistics. Welcome Abigail Jarvis, New Hope Christian Academy, sponsored by Carnage Haunted House. Welcome Luca Vargo from Walnut Elementary, sponsored by Horsepack Heating and Cooling.
Heartland Hospice, located on Morris Road in Circleville, is a non-profit hospice that serves Pickaway County and the surrounding areas. We provide end-of-life care, whatever you call home. Call our to our office for more information. We are available 24/7, 365 days a year.
Up next, we have the Highland Marching Scots, directed by Amy Armett and Thomas Eck, assisted by Heather Faulkner, Gina Banks, and Paige Stewart. The Highland Marching Scots are a 90-member competition-style band and are traveling to Walt Disney World in Florida to perform in the Magic Kingdom.
Our next little miss is Ava Schott from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Custom Builders, Inc. Welcome Lisa Matz from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Roosters.
Oh, yeah. Or
Next we have Ramey Clutter from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Constance Care Home Health. Welcome Mallory Smallridge from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Blessed Encounters.
Pickaway County Adult Council, seniors and law enforcement together, protecting our seniors, with guest Richard Dobbs, with the Alton for Attorney General's Office for Triads and Veterans.
Our next little miss is Adelie Underwood from Amanda Clear Creek, sponsored by LaViva Trucking.
And up next we have the Northwest High School Marching Mohawks, directed by Christy Steffen, assisted by Callie Barnhouse, Alyssa Kopus, the color guard, Aaron Blevins, percussion. The Marching Mohawks have performed at many OMEA state and local events. They enjoy traveling around the tri-state area to perform in many festivals and parades. They would like to thank you for having them at the Circleville Pumpkin Show.
Next, we have Jayla Giffen from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Giffen Complete Tree Service. Welcome Sophie Altieri from Washington Elementary, sponsored by AR Workshop in Grove City. Welcome Adeline Spencer from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Old Round Town Barbershop. Next we have Madison Mogan from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Carpet and More LLC. Welcome Alexandra Cole from South Bloomfield Elementary, sponsored by Blade's Pizza. Welcome Jocelyn Stevens from Zane Trace Elementary, sponsored by Pickaway Bookkeeping. Next we have Justice Crosby from Laurelville Elementary, sponsored by Jason's Creations, Interior Exterior Painting.
Up next we have the McLean High School Marching Tigers and Tigerettes, directed by Blaine Weddington, assisted by Jared Halter and David Weeks, the Tigerette Advisor, Connie Weeks, Majorette Advisor, Vanessa Penwell. The band comes from Greenfield, Ohio at 96 members strong, the pride of Highland County. Has participated in events such as OU Band Day, the Logan Band Festival, the Jackson Apple Festival, the Fall Festival of Leaves, and the Circleville Pumpkin Show. This April, the band will be performing at Walt Disney World in Orlando. We would like to thank the Greenfield Board of Education for their brand new uniform.
Sponsored by Billy's Excavating and Demolition. Next we have Amelia Poley from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by Gallery 21. We have Amia Thomas from Circleville Elementary, sponsored by GV Electrical Services. Welcome Ansley Codgel from Walnut Elementary, sponsored by Uniquely Yours. Welcome Callie Stevens from Amanda Clear Creek, sponsored by Dairy Queen. Welcome Olivia George from Zane Trace Elementary, sponsored by TNT Outdoor Services. Next we have Cabela Maple from Laurelville Elementary, sponsored by Laurelville Elementary School. Welcome Brenna Ogle from Washington Elementary, sponsored by Vinton County Banking Center.
Up next, we have the Millersport Marching Lakers, directed by Tasha Savage. The Millersport Marching Lakers is 27 members strong, marching students in grades 7 through 12. They compete in numerous OMEA agitated events as well as parades and festivals throughout the year.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching our parade of bands, and the Little Miss is coming through. We will have another one coming at you at 8 o'clock.